Hello and welcome to another video. Sorry about the lighting. I'm in the office today and that light is just way too bright. um, yeah, so just another quick video today. I'll just move that over to the other screen. It doesn't let me, does it? No. Okay. It's a new video recording software I'm using, so just bear with me on that. Yeah, just another new feature. We've had this feature for a long time. We've had it planned for a long time, and it's been in here a long time. It's just been hidden. It's been in settings basically, and so my idea is that obviously if you're um, safer food, better business, isn't it? That app SFBB. Yeah, safer food, better business. So it's SFBB, the app where you can upload your logs basically, all your logs for the days, what you've done today, and then your all your temperature checks and everything. So yeah, so I've always said that, thought to myself, this should probably be something that should be in your like takeaway system, so your EPOS system. And I don't call this an EPOS system. I don't call what we have an EPOS system. I call it an operating system, as you know. If like on a less technical term, if you think of your computer, for example, it runs on either Windows or Apple. So that's your technically your operating system. So what every shop should takeaway should have is their own operating system. Essentially, it shouldn't just be like, okay, right, here's your POS, here's your online order terminal, here's your Just Eat terminal, here's your Uber Eats terminal. It should be a case of, okay, here's what it is, and here's everything you should ever absolutely need on your system. So yeah, today's one is just a health and safety one. So we've actually gotten a few new features. Obviously, we're just ramping them up day by day. We've got new features come in. Just yesterday, I announced that we've got this V2 dashboard. Absolutely in awe with it still to this minute. Um, and yeah, the kind of long term goal is obviously, yeah, we've got a lot of buttons here. So what, 5, 10, 15, 17 buttons here, including obviously the sign out button. And then if you include the Ask Sophie button, you've got that there as well. And then obviously whether you want to go in light or dark mode, and then whether you want to exit the V2 beta, which is this new UI essentially. Um, so yeah, obviously the long term plan is that there's going to be a few more there. There'll be a few more there and a few more there. Hopefully it doesn't look too messy. Um, it might not get to that. It might be where we just put everything in different areas, so it's not that much of an issue. We can have stuff in different areas, like kind of tucked away into their own specific niches of what they are. Um, so yeah, anyway, let me just get back in. Let me just get straight into it. It's been 3 minutes. Obviously, I don't want to keep you all for long. This is just a new feature, and this is mainly not even a feature of me just announcing it. I'm probably not never going to put this video anywhere, or the team's never going to put this video anywhere. It'll just be more of a case of just it's on the documentation so that you can see what it is and what it does. Or obviously, if you're a new shop thinking about changing system, you can see this as well. So yeah, if we go over to our health and safety here, and we've got shift and sign in, we've got opening, mid, and then closing. Obviously, mid shift, opening, and closing. So we can have different logs for different times of the days. I think this will work really well with the food inspector as well. I think they'll like that you're doing different logs for the different times. Obviously, they already want you to do opening, closing, but they don't necessarily require you to do mid. But I think mid's always a good one. You got your history here. So I've done this today already. I've done this one as just a little test basically on this test account. And yeah, so if we go to, we'll go mid for now because we already done an opening one. So our checklist for mid is that we've cleaned food prep surfaces. Yes, I've done that. I've checked the food temperature of cooked items. Yes, I've done that. And then I've restocked some supplies if needed. Yes, of course, we're always restocking supplies. I tested the chicken, that come up 75. Same with the fish. I'm just writing these randomly, to be honest. I'm not too fussed on it. Just whatever numbers first goes there. Obviously, I am fussed about it. Sorry, I meant it as in like I'm not fussed about it for this demo. So yeah, obviously once you've checked the temperatures, you've plugged your thing in and you check them. You just input them into there. This team member that's doing it, you'll always get a log there as well. So forever's doing it. And then our main fridge temperature was 1, for example, and then this was just -18, and then this one was 1 as well. The activity and issues log, so what was actually done today, cleaning deliveries, yeah. Clean surfaces every hour, plus sanitized. We'll just go with brushed. We brushed the blushed floors every 2 hour. Oil filtered on lunch break, for example. Tea quality came and we put that away. I spelled quality wrong. Let's put tea quality delivery put away. Any issues or incidents? Hot tap wasn't working, so reset boiler. Not working. Just as an example, this has happened to me before, so it's just as an example basically. We're going to save and sign off on that, and then there we go, it's logged and saved and signed off by Brad. And then if we go over to our history over here, we've got that added there. I don't know what's just happened to my face. Okay, alright, I've just looked behind the screen, everything, my face has disappeared, so you're just going to have to deal without my face for now. It's probably better off anyway. Yeah, so I added that opening shift 20 minutes ago, obviously. I've done that 20 minutes ago. And then the mid shift, I've just done that now as well with you guys. It will say here, obviously, checklist 3 out of 3 items completed, and then temperature check 7 passed, 0 failed. But there is a note there saying hot tap wasn't working, boiler wasn't working, so reset boiler now working. And then you get your activity notes there, your issue notes, and then also your temperature checks that you've done as well. So then, instead of just manually looking for a book, the inspector will you'll just give them this. Pardon me, sorry. And then they can just go to a different date. Obviously, we haven't filled these dates in, so they'll go to the date they choose, for example, and then they just open it up and see all their checks basically. And then settings is where we change these stuff as well. So say if we go opening, the checklist is different on opening than it is to mid. Of course it's going to be, and then closing is different as well. So you can add that in here as well. So first, obviously, you can add your set food items that you want staff to temperature check. And then you can add the minimum it should be and then the maximum as well. So if it's the wrong temperature, it won't let them put that temperature through. It just saves, obviously, if you've got some idiot staff maybe that might end up getting rid of that pie at 50 degrees. You never know. So yeah, and then obviously you got your appliances here as well. What your fridge should be minimum and maximum, and then what your freezer should be minimum and maximum. And then obviously you can add more appliances here and then more food items here if you want different ones to be checked every single day. And then you could just add 1 or 2 if you wanted. I think the Safer Food Better Business prefers 2. So yeah, I'd stick with 2. And then your custom checklist items, so you can add all your checklists here. Wash hands before starting should be always opening, and then mid shift as well. So you just add another one for it to make it opening and mid shift, and then check your fridge temperatures, freezer temperatures, all of these here. So all of these are just preset defaults. Just deactivate them. I think we should add I'll get it to the team that we should add a delete button as well for the default set, so that obviously you can just delete them all. Yeah, that's fine. They've done it pretty right, to be fair. They just literally have to change it to what you want, basically. Just get rid of it and then change it to what you want. And then yeah, you can add more checklist items there as well, because obviously we just add a few defaults. We've not gone into too much detail on adding these. We just literally leave it up to you guys. How you use your shop is totally down to you. It's not down to us. how you work is completely up to you. So yeah, so we just added that there for now, and I'm pretty sure that is it. Yeah, it's just simple as that. Really, it's a very simple little thing to use. Um, it might not get amazing usage, but it's there if you need it. It's like a lot of features that we have in our system. It's there if you need it. Some people might not use a profit calculator. Some people might not use the inventory system. Like we don't use the inventory system, but it's there if you need it, and it's super smart if you do use it. So, um, obviously that's I was implanting to the inventory, but they're all super smart little things that you can have. There's people out there. So for food better business. How much is that? Let's have a quick look. Let's go on my phone and type SFBB. It doesn't say on the App Store itself, but whatever it is, it doesn't matter. It's not a biggie. It may be like, I'm pretty sure it's a monthly, isn't it? Is it £5 a month or £6, £7 a month? It's could be £5 one time, five, six, £7 one time. Whatever it is, it saves that purchase. It's there for you to use whilst you're doing this staff schedule. I know a lot of shops um, that are paying good money to have a proper staff schedule with a clock in, clock out system. Um, and it's obviously got a kiosk mode as well, so you could just easily just have a. So if we go kiosk mode here, you could just easily run this on a little device and in the shop, and then that's a clock in, clock out system. You don't need a fancy whole nother system for it. It's there if you need it. It's there if you want it. And same again, obviously, I've probably gone into this in a different video, but you had your shift. It works like your this week's hours, the labour cost this week, etc. How many staff are clocked in now, and it all works with the next thing I'm going to show you in the next video, which you definitely want to going to watch. Yeah, as I was saying, obviously, people pay extra for these tiny little things, and I don't want that happening. I want everything to be in one place. I don't want you to have to pay for things to do. So if you get any more ideas of stuff you're paying for or stuff that you really want inside of your own operating system, sorry, pardon me, please let us know, because we're here to help. We just want to help you guys out and get everything you need in one place, so that you're not doing a million different things. We're already busy enough as it is. Times are harder as it is. It's not. Obviously, we work with a top 5 global food franchise, and with how even a top 5 global food franchise, you'd think their systems are perfect. They're far from it. There is holes everywhere for them as well. Yeah, they most likely have a lot of things plugged into one, and they get a good price on it, but it's still very disconnected and still very all over the place. So staff do a lot of back-breaking work for it still. So if I could just make the owners' lives easier, that's me happy. And we have already made a lot of owners' lives easier, so we are super happy with that. And we are super grateful for all of our customers and everyone who puts their faith in us to continue innovating in this space. There's a lot more come in. This has kind of turned into a video of from just showing the new health and safety to more. But yeah, obviously, it's all about innovation. We've got so much planned. We've got so much just that little bit nearly ready. And don't be surprised if you see robots working in chip shops next year. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and have a good one. Any questions, please message us. We'll be here. Any ideas, chuck them straight into the help hub. All the ideas here have gone now because we completed them this week. For people that wanted new stuff and needed new stuff, but yeah, obviously either just message us directly or just chuck it in the help hub, just down here, help hub and ideas, and we will get to it.